Hi everybody, welcome back. So today for you, I have a little bit different of my normal review demo swatches on a palette. So this is a little bit of a twist. A while ago, of course, you know that my favorite girl on YouTube here, Emily Noel, collaborated with Revolution Makeup and came up with two different palettes, the Needs and the Wants. I have already done my review demo swatches of the Needs palette and did say that I would be bringing the Wants to you shortly. However, YouTube kind of broke. And it just became such an ordeal that I just couldn't get in the space to kind of do it and present it. And I didn't want to be kind of in the midst of all that drama that was going on there at that time. But I did know that when I got this palette, the first thing that I saw when I looked at it was palette bingo. Emily Noel is kind of the pioneer in the whole palette bingo craze. So I am going to go ahead and show you guys the swatches. We'll get into that and then we'll go straight in and play some palette bingo. So now we are going to play palette bingo with the Once palette. So here's our palette here upside down. We have 24 shades. We're going to generate 5 numbers, B-I-N-G-N-O. And I have to create a look using all those. Let's cross our fingers that the random number generator doesn't throw any shade at me. Let's make some sacrifices to the eyeshadow gods that I get a really good mix of colors so I can do a really good look. But without further ado, let's get into this. So what I use, I believe it's random.org. And you just Google random number generator and this pops up. It always starts 1 to 10. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in our number. You can change the number to whatever you want. It's 24. And then we're going to hit the blue, generate 8. So we start off with the shade here, dues paid. We're going to hit generate again. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grateful. Number 3. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got the shade prayer. That's our third one. Number 4. Generate. 24. Dark and early. Yes. A black near black. Yes, I can work with that. And now we'll get our last number here. We're going to generate. We got 13. Oh, heavens. So, random number generator did me pretty well. I will have to say that. I'm pretty happy about that. I can definitely pull a look together with this. Quite honestly, it's not going to be anything too far out of my own normal comfort zone. I have a feeling this one's going to be pretty easy, but at least we'll get to play along. You get to see what all the shadows do. So, let's get into this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyes. So we're going to start off with crease, and I need to make a decision here. I am going to go with dues paid in the crease. And I'm going to work my crease first. I'm not going to work any transition. Then I think I'm going to pull up prayer and work that in kind of like transition-y and maybe take it down on part of the lid too. Now I'm really going to build up this dues paid shade in my crease. I'm going to build it up a lot because that's kind of, I think that's the direction I'm wanting to take this eyelid. I got all mattes but 2. I mean, that's like the random number generator knew. It was seriously on my side tonight, guys. What's funny is if Stacy was playing with me, it would probably be after her. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit the shade Prayer. I'm going to take that on my blending brush and just a little tap. I really tapped off a lot of the excess. I'm just going to hit and come around the border here with that and work basically my transition. And I'm sorry guys if I'm not like up super close, but with focusing issues, I can't refocus it. I have to have help focusing my camera. I can't do it by myself. So now I'm going to take that same brush that I used for my crease. I just cleaned it off a little bit. I'm going to dip into Prayer. And now I'm going to kind of pack it onto the outer portion of my lid here. going to take my fluffier crease brush and just go into one tap, well, maybe 2 taps of Dues Paid, tap that off really good. And I just want to kind of reinforce the depth in my crease there. So now we're going to play with our shade Grateful. It's a really bright goldy green. So we're going to take a little bit of the NYX glitter primer, glitter glue, however you want to call it. So yeah, it was my girl Stephanie Nicole who is the one who introduced me to using glitter primer. She has hooded eyes. Now I do not have hooded eyes, but my eyes are older, so I tend to have a little bit excess skin, and sometimes most times it kind of flaps down, and it can pull my shimmers right off of my lid and put them right in my crease, and I don't want them in my crease. Anytime I put a shimmer or metallic shade on my lids, I always use the glitter glue now. So now we're going to go ahead and hit the shade Grateful, and we are going to, I'm going to kind of pack and pull it on my lid. So I'm going to pack it a little, but then I'm going to kind of pull it. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty with this color. When you sweep it, it really helps the gold in the green really just come out and show itself that it's here to play. Now I'm going to go back into Prayer and pick a little up, and we're just going to kind of get these two to marry so we don't have just like a line. Just going to kind of feather a little bit there, pull it on the lid, let that overlap on the green a little bit. So I went ahead and lined my top lash line, used Kat Von D Tattoo Liner and Trooper for that. And now I'm going to work on my lower lash line, and we are pulling out dark and early. Oh God, I'm so glad I got this shade. This Apartment or Pi Phi even would have worked, but I needed something really deep and dark and, you know, to kind of help tie it all together. So I'm picking that up on my flat definer brush, and I'm just going to hit the lower lash line with that. Now I'm going to take a little smudger brush, and I'm going to go into Dues Paid, which was our kind of crease shade, our warmer brown shade. I'm just going to smudge that out a little bit just to help smudge that black some. And now I'm going to line my waterline with a nude pencil here. Just get those eyes to look away. And now we're going to have to take about a 5-minute break because my eyes are watering a lot and they're going to try and cry, and I just have to kind of hold my head back and make that not happen. I'm going to take a little bit, yeah, this is fluffy enough. I'm going to take a small crease brush, and just one tap is all I'm doing. If I need more, I can go back in. And I'm just going to kind of circular motion buff that. One tap is all I needed on the outer corner. Oh gosh, this shade is really pigmented. Really, really pigmented, guys. So I'm going to take a little bit more Dues Paid on my blending brush here, and I'm just going to kind of blend over that, just a little bit of back and forth. Just a little bit, just lightly. And I'm doing what I fondly call my flicky taps, where I kind of tap it and flick it. If you guys would ever be interested, it would be a long video, but if you would ever be interested in watching the exact ins and outs, all of the behind the scenes that I do with my eyes and applying my shadow and the struggle, I would be more than happy to get that for you guys. I try to present eye looks that are easy to do, and you know, for people, especially for beginners if you're starting out, and quite frankly, like if I do them on somebody, they're not difficult at all, but my eyes are a challenge. So for me, it's a ridiculous struggle sometimes, guys. So I am, oh my gosh, I'm so happy with how this turned out. But we have one more shade left, and that was Oh Heavens, which I'm so happy for. So I cleaned off my brush. We're gonna dip here into Oh Heavens. This shade is a little bit, you're gonna get some kickback with it a little bit, especially if you kind of like dig your brush into it, or if you sweep across, which sometimes I will sweep across for shimmery shades. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, make sure you tap that one off, but we're gonna hit this inner corner. Oh, that is just the perfect amount of brightness. I tell you what, like it's not too much, And I love this shade. I use this shade quite a bit. And I use it right here in this spot for inner corner highlight. Because it's just like the right amount of brightness. It's so good. I'm going to take just a little bit more. And we're going to run it. I don't usually do a lot of shimmer up here, but I kind of feel this look calls for it. I'm just going to take it right underneath the arch. Oh, I think that really just kind of tied it in and gave it that little piece it needed up here. Just that little bit that was missing. Now I really feel like I want to add just a little bit of the green to the lower lash line. You know what, guys? Sometimes the struggle is real when you can't find a brush you're looking for. It Cosmetics pencil brush. There it is. Actually, I think you're called the smoky liner, but you're a pencil brush. So I'm going to go back into Grateful here. Just going to kind of roll the tip of my brush in it because this is a pencil brush. And I'm just going to put a little bit right here. I don't know why I'm using that mirror when I have the biggest mirror on the earth right here in front of me the whole time, guys. So now I'm just going to do mascara. I'm not going to put on lashes today, so I'm just going to do mascara. So on the top, I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. And on the lowers, I'm going to use my CoverGirl Clump Crusher Water Resistant. And so then this is it. This is our finished look. I am loving how this turned out. This turned out so good. I am so happy that the number generator was on my side tonight and I was able to create this look. I think it is stunning. The colors put together, especially with the green, and just looks so dang pretty. I really love this. And so that's it. That's what I have for you today. A little bit of a different spin on my normal, review demo swatches. Today featuring the Makeup Revolution, the Emily Edit, the Once palette, and playing along with some palette bingo. Once again, I of course want to thank you as always for spending a little bit of your time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you so much to the random number generator for really generating this look today. Can we all let's give a round of applause to the randomnumber.org. And as always, of course, before you leave, make sure that you are subscribe to my channel. You definitely don't want to miss out on any videos that I have coming up. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.